Eileen Gu made emotional final vow before family tragedy during Olympics. Winter Olympics sensation Eileen Gu honored her late grandmother with an emotional tribute following her remarkable showing at Milano Cortina. The 22-year-old made history as the most decorated freestyle skier in Olympic competition, capturing a gold medal and 2 silvers in Italy, bringing her total to 6 medals across 2 games. Born in America, Gu competes for China to honor her mother's roots, and her Italian journey concluded on a bittersweet note when she discovered, just after claiming gold in the women's halfpipe, that her grandmother, Guo Jinfeng, had passed away. Gu turned to Instagram to honor her grandma, sharing a tender collection of photos with the caption, "Because I promised her I would be brave like her." Gu became emotional during her post-medal press conference, explaining to journalists how her grandmother, who had become ill prior to the games, had been instrumental in shaping her career. "The reason I was late is that I just found out that my grandma passed away. She was a really big part of my life growing up and someone I looked up to immensely. She was so strong. She was a fighter, and I think what's so interesting is that a lot of people just cruise through life, but she was a steamship. This woman commanded life, and she grabbed it by the reins, and she made it into what she wanted it to be, and she inspired me so much. The last time I saw her before I came to the Olympics, she was very sick. So I knew that this was a possibility. I didn't promise her that I was going to win, but I did promise her that I was going to be brave like she has been brave, and that's why I keep referring to this theme of betting on myself and being brave and taking risks. It actually goes back to that promise that I made my grandma, and so I'm really happy that I was able to uphold that and hopefully do her proud, but it's also a really difficult time for me now, so I really apologize for being late, but that's what was going on." Gu undoubtedly made her grandmother proud with a remarkable showing in Italy, while the Stanford students struggled to comprehend the magnitude of her accomplishments. "I walk away as the most decorated free skier of all time, male or female, and the most gold medals of any free skier ever, male or female. And that is something that I'm so proud of. It's unbelievable to me. It's still surreal." Eileen Gu's promise, courage, triumph, and heartbreak at the Olympics. The Winter Olympics are often remembered for moments of glory, athletes soaring beyond limits, records shattered, and dreams realized before millions of viewers. Yet sometimes, behind those shining victories lie deeply personal stories of courage, sacrifice, and loss. For freestyle skiing superstar Eileen Gu, the 2026 Winter Olympics in Milan Cortina became a powerful symbol of all three. Her breathtaking performances on the slopes secured her place in history, but the triumph was overshadowed by a family tragedy that struck just moments after her greatest achievement. At the center of this emotional story was a simple yet profound promise, a vow she made to her beloved grandmother to be brave. A rising star in freestyle skiing. Eileen Gu, born in San Francisco in 2003, is one of the most extraordinary athletes in modern winter sports. A Chinese-American freestyle skier, she rose to global fame through her fearless performances in halfpipe, slopestyle, and big air competitions. By the age of 18, she had already captured Olympic gold medals and established herself as a trailblazer in freestyle skiing. Gu represents China internationally, honoring her mother's heritage while maintaining deep ties to the United States where she grew up. Her multicultural identity has made her a unique figure in global sports, admired by fans around the world. But beyond her medals and sponsorships, those who know her story understand that her greatest strength lies in the people who shaped her life, especially her grandmother, Feng Guozhen. Gu's grandmother helped raise her during childhood, offering guidance, discipline, and unwavering love. The bond between them went far beyond a typical family relationship. For Gu, her grandmother was a mentor and role model whose resilience and wisdom shaped the athlete she would become. The journey to the 2026 Winter Olympics. Heading into the 2026 Winter Olympics in Milan Cortina, expectations for Eileen Gu were immense. She had already achieved remarkable success at the 2022 Beijing Games and in international competitions, and many predicted she would once again dominate freestyle skiing. The Olympics tested her skill across 3 events, slopestyle, big air, and the free ski halfpipe. Gu performed with exceptional precision and confidence, earning silver medals in slopestyle and big air before preparing for her final event, the halfpipe. By the time she stood at the top of the halfpipe for the final run, she already carried the weight of expectations from fans, teammates, and an entire nation. But she also carried something else, a promise she had made shortly before leaving for the Olympics. Her grandmother had been seriously ill. When Ji-yu visited her before departing for Italy, she knew the possibility of losing her was real. In that quiet moment, Ji-yu did not promise victory or medals. Instead, she made a promise that was both simple and powerful. She promised to be brave. The promise of courage. In many ways, this promise reflected the spirit of her grandmother. Ji-yu often described Fong Guozhen as a strong, determined woman who approached life with fearless energy. During an emotional press conference later, Ji-yu called her grandmother a fighter who grabbed life by the reins and shaped it into something meaningful. To Ji-yu, bravery meant more than athletic courage. It meant taking risks, believing in oneself, and continuing forward even when the path was uncertain. Standing at the Olympic halfpipe, that promise echoed in her mind. The icy walls of the halfpipe stretched high into the winter sky. Thousands of spectators watched silently, while millions followed from home. The pressure was enormous, but Ji-yu was calm. Her skis cut into the snow as she launched into the run of her life. A historic Olympic performance. What followed was a masterclass in freestyle skiing. Ji-yu soared through the air with stunning height and precision, executing complex tricks that required flawless balance and control. Each movement flowed seamlessly into the next, displaying the technical brilliance that had made her one of the sport's brightest stars. When her final trick landed perfectly, the crowd erupted in cheers. Moments later, the scoreboard confirmed it. Eileen Ji-yu had won the gold medal in the women's freeski halfpipe, defending her Olympic title and achieving one of the greatest accomplishments in freestyle skiing history. With this victory, she secured her third medal of the 2026 Games and brought her total Olympic medal count to 6, making her the most decorated freestyle skier in Olympic history, regardless of gender. It was the culmination of years of training, sacrifice, and determination. But just as celebration began, life delivered an unexpected and heartbreaking turn. The news that changed everything. After winning the gold medal, Ji-yu prepared to attend the official press conference where athletes speak to reporters about their performance. However, she arrived late.